here at RAND, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for March 2nd, 2020, Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I think some people got confused on the FISIC time. On March 4th, which is Wednesday of this week, at 10 a.m. Eastern. So that's March 4th, 10 a.m. Eastern is when I will be on FISIC. I'll be on the second part of it. And actually, we have a mock-up of our first picture of the celestial chamber. Will be on that. So we are progressing. So in other words, it's March 4th, 2020, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have kind of realized that the lower dark matter frequencies are agitated and scattering because of the frequency shift and the consciousness of the collective consciousness of this planet Earth Gaia. And so it's really easy for those who are absorbed, so to speak, or not really awake, okay, who, kind of buy into all of this hoopla of this, it's kind of a tactic to hopefully gain energy, gain power from the population, as the lower dark matter frequencies usually do, out of fear. Fear, of course, as we've all talked about, is a thought that we choose or not to choose to create into reality. So when you see all this stuff, hear all this stuff going on, it is an illusion created to stimulate a low frequency in the population of the planet. That's all it is. That's the whole purpose of it. So as we continue to elevate frequencies, which we are doing, you will find that it'll just all of a sudden it'll kind of fade out, and people stop talking about it. It'll be gone, right? And if you look throughout the last couple decades, you'll see that any attempt to bring something like this front and center has ended up being pretty much a spoof and has dissipated, gone away. If you give something like this a lot of attention, and then of course the ego mind kicks in and it begins to start creating the thoughts of fear, then of course you're going to feed the very thing that they're trying to make into something that it's not. So just a thought on that we continue in higher divinity and not entertain the low dark matter frequencies and their efforts to lower our frequencies. And understand that, we all are transforming. And I think some of us are aware of this, whatever you have perceived of the life on this planet, the body that we inhabit, is real simple from the standpoint of understanding that it is us, each and every one of us, who literally determine our path. It is no one else. Because understand that everything is external from the perspective of how you maneuver on this planet and that body that you're in. What you perceive, what you see, what you smell, what you hear, all of these things. And for the most part, they're all illusionary. You could really, seriously, create into reality things that feel, touch, smell real. You could sit there and say, this is real. You cannot tell me this is not real. It is an illusion. You know that there are times when some of us have experienced where hallucinations, let's put it that way, where you see things that others go aren't there. You're hallucinating. It's not really there. But to you, it is there. That's the point. To you, you see it. How does that happen? Well, you're under some kind of a drug or synthetic, and the brain becomes very receptive, so to speak. So it's the right and left brain, bicameral, external influence drug. Okay? So the drug comes in, and the right and left brain begin to conjure up images and things that we see when we're hallucinating. Does that make them an illusion, but real to that particular being? Yeah, if to them it's real. So, if you could understand that when you see a computer-generated image on the movie screen, or whatever you might be viewing, and, in a lot of ways it looks very real. But there's some elements that you can see that that it isn't biological. You know that it has been generated through some form of artificial intelligence. That it's not real. But some people view those and they think they're real, so therefore they are. See, we move things on this planet and in space from our ability to create into reality. Now, most of us we just don't see that. It's just kind of like, okay, you just kind of go along and we create these things, but we don't even know it, see? We're disconnected. Now, if let's say we deemed, all of us, that without ego, through the heart mind, and through deep eternal love and gratitude, that we would wish that all viruses, this particular virus right now, that is no more than a bad cold, so this particular virus ends up extinguishing, dissipates, and is gone within a matter of days. Do you think that is doable? It's absolute. There's no debating it. It's automatic. But also, the collective consciousness creates. There are parts of the collective consciousness that creates these faults, these low dark matter frequencies that create these things that the civilization has been confronted with for generations. Okay? And of course, everybody's been told, oh no, that's just natural occurrences of all the diseases on the planet, which are all genetically implemented at one time, shape, form, or another and a lot of it was implemented off-world and then put here. So when we really come to the understanding without having to become angry and frustrated and, where we become, how do you put it, succinct, where we really know, where we have the confidence of the heart mindset, okay, and this is coming. It'll come in a wave for many where we will automatically identify something and we'll shift it. It's just, I don't care to have this way, so I'm going to transform it or shift it. So you actually know that you're conscious of moving energy and forming through your thoughts, okay? So that you'll be in command of it, so you'll be able to direct it. And we're talking about the type of directing through the heart mind, through benevolence and tranquility, kindness, joy, peace. And that's the only way. The other way is, again, it's the lower dark matter frequency. So when we get to that, as we journey deeper within, it's going to, it'll shift things almost in a blink of the eye. We will no longer be second guessing. And when we intend from the heart mind, and we know it's a matter of fact that every single intention is formed, created into reality. As first energy is formed and moved, and it starts generating and taking on shape, and it is created into reality by us. Everything on this planet is created into reality. And it doesn't mean that you're doing it. It just means that there's someone doing it. One of us is doing it, or maybe more than one of us, that is not conscious of it. See, we come across a lot of things that we don't explain because we don't understand what it means. But eventually, all of us will embrace and understand is that we are supreme creation. We are supreme reality. And we will advance to a point where we will be beyond consciousness. And that's where we're headed, because we've selected that. We've chosen that. And to go into that direction. And it is massively advancing high frequencies. And there's no end. And as you move into higher dimensions and higher frequencies and higher existences, it is all about experiencing and perfecting our ability to create into reality and to know the steps that we actually engage and move with. It's not like we're how do you put it, in a state of clarity when we do this right now. Some of us have an idea, and you'll come across a few. Those are the ones that really don't care what other people think. They truly don't. They don't. They're not affected by it at all. And they're focused on within, with themselves. And they have an innate understanding that as they walk, they create the road that they walk on through this existence. Say, as they walk, they create the road that they walk on. Now, the road could have some cracks, crevices, fissures where you could fall through into a hole. Depends on how you're in command of your heart mind through and over the ego mind. See? It's how you understand who and what, excuse me, who and what you are. It's not something that, someone's going to come up and give you a book and say, here, it's all here. It's all here. It is going to be you discovering it. Period. So in this meditation, it's be life. Be life. Okay? You know how many of us protect ourselves from feeling vulnerable? Which means that we block life from coming in. We're constantly worried about protecting constantly protecting ourselves from feeling vulnerable. Instead, it is time for us to open ourselves completely up to allow life in. In other words, let the pain of this existence literally saturate you, touch you deeply and intimately. You know why? And here's how it's all connected. Do we actually know if this week will be the week where we will breathe our last breath? This has been stated in different ways, but many people just don't embrace it. It's almost like, do you truly want to accelerate things, or do you not want to hesitate or procrastinate your healing process? In other words, do not hesitate or procrastinate your healing process. Right in this now is each of our opportunity to move through our deepest suffering and come out totally alive. And it is up to each and every one of us to allow life to touch us deeper by exploring our willingness to be real. And this means to welcome every life experience with an open heart and mind, and embracing our existence in its totality. Because when we are being more open, it actually means that we are becoming a stronger being. And the one who is excited about taking on this amazing life fully. And we all know there's billions of ways to live this life. But each of us can choose to explore the one where we let life come into our soul. Trust in the power of vulnerability. It's truly an ancient secret passage that will guide you all the way home. You see how and we all do it. None of us are exempt from it. We protect ourselves, constantly worried about feeling vulnerable. In other words, you're naked and open. You have no walls and no protection constantly insulating you from feeling vulnerable. You see how the ego plays such a huge role in containing us. Fear is essentially why we incessantly, continually, overly so, spend a lot of our time protecting ourselves from feeling vulnerable. And I don't think there's any one of us that can say, oh, no, I don't do that. We're constantly protecting ourselves. We're afraid. Well, what if this happens? And I don't really care to go through that. I don't really. And how many of us have pushed things away on purpose because of our fear from feeling vulnerable? So this is part of allowing life to come in deeply, breathe it in, embrace it from all aspects, in the deepest of gratitudes. You're running along, you stub the heck out of your toe. How many of you have done that? You're not watching where you're walking, and you happen to catch a leg of something or something steel, and it just, the pain at the time when you stub it, sometimes you get tears because the pain is quite heavy. And then, of course, you get irritated and stuff. Why I did that, blah, blah, blah. But you imagine if your automatic response is, I am deeply grateful for stubbing my toe because I have a toe to stub. Say, I'm deeply grateful for the pain that I'm receiving in my body because I have a body to receive the pain. Now, I know that's really against the comfort zone of many. Okay? Well, that's really nuts that you would think to do that. What the heck are you doing that for? And in reality, because we are supreme reality, you begin to realize that, no, I am grateful, because that's absolutely a fact. If I wasn't in this body experiencing this life, and I open my own vulnerability open, I just am totally open to this life, just bringing in whatever and embracing it, then I'm grateful to have pain because I have a body to experience the pain. It's a lot different when you're out of the body. It's not anywhere near what when you're in the body and you're allowing life to just saturate you and bring it in and experience every aspect of it. The pain, the frustration, all of it. When you're open completely, it actually means that each and every one of us are becoming a stronger being. So you open yourself completely up to allow life to come flooding in. This is all aspects. Not an easy thing for a lot of people to do, but it's part of the journey. It's part of our journey within ourselves, which is eternal. And it's all about learning about who and what we are. Different aspects, the different facets while we're in these bodies, when we're not in these bodies. Because the God within us is the God that has helped us so many times when we thought it was the God in the sky. In reality, it was the God within us that helped us so many times, literally. So embrace life. Second to second. Feel it, invite it. Through every aspect of us, of each of you. Be vulnerable. I mean, you have the ability to be vulnerable, to be open, restores me to life. It's magnificent. And you know what happens? All the fears that we harbor begin to dissipate and vaporize. Instead of, it kind of expands, it gets way out of hand. And how many people have you come across that hide away? Oh, I'm not going to do no, based upon, and then they go into the past. Well, I remember what happened when I tried this before. It didn't work out too well. So I'm not going there again. I'm not going to enter another relationship. I'm not going to interact. I'm not going to have friends. I'm not going to do this. I'll keep it at a distance. It was too painful for me the last time. I'm not going through this again. See? And we hide away from it instead of embracing it. And we all are not exempt from that. Open yourself completely up to allow life to come flooding in. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure we all are. The first thing we want to do is relax our bodies. Just let go. Let things go. All of it. And let things go and let life in. You know how many things that we embrace in our past that keeps our body discomforted? How much of it do we drag with us? And it's all dead. It's inert. It is things that we've already experienced that are gone. Yet, we try to give it life every day, So we let it go. Let life in. So that you can experience every second. Be grateful. So the body's going to relax. When you just kind of go, well, let's let it all go. Why would I carry it? Why would I carry all this old, dank, old experiences that I've had carry with me to influence me in the now? I don't do it anymore. It stops me, keeps me from being deeply grateful, appreciative of who and what I am. Stops me from many things, from interacting, from becoming involved. It stops me. Imagine that? Old dead things that we've already experienced, and we allow it to stop us. You remember the River of Void? Bridge over the River of Void into the land of the unknown, where all the possibilities are? Step into the unknown. That's where all the possibilities are. That's where the flow of abundance, prosperity, wealth, riches, all of it, that's where it is. But it sure as heck isn't in the past. So as you relax the body, you move into the now. The now is everything. It's all we have. Past, present, future are contained in the now. Now, I just talked about going into the past. It's over. It's dead. It's gone. And about going into the future, which we haven't created yet. So, in this now, we're all creating our future. And as we let go once and for all, and we vaporize all this dogma that we're carrying, and once and for all free ourselves from the true freedom that we really are, you will find this life to be absolutely spectacular every single second that you exist in it. So the now stills the mind, stills the chatter, that ego, that insistent, all those thoughts that come and go, come and go, come and go, come and go. And how many of them are really ours? How many of those thoughts are really ours? So we still the mind, the ego mind, by being in the now, because how do we do that? Because you're focused on the very moment you're in. You celebrate the moment you're in. So it stills the ego mind, and all that incessant chatter, and all those thoughts that are just being rammed at you. We also want to breathe. Breath in through our noses, breath out through our mouths. Now, as we breath in, it's so important, oxygenating the blood, revitalizing us. The breath revitalizes us, calms us, relaxes us, re-energizes us. It does amazing things. So when we breath in, we hold it. We sustain the breath in for a period of a mere 3 seconds. And when we do this, we use frequencies, words. And those words are, I am love, I am light. Or I am love, I am light, I am. Whatever sequence you care to use words. Whatever words that you feel you embrace the most. You can say, I am power. I am benevolence. I am joy. I am generosity. I am gentleness. I am kindness. I am humbleness. Whatever words, every frequencies. And then as we do that, then we breath out. And we just take a nice, we breath in wonderfully well through the nose, and then we breath out wonderfully well through the mouth. And we want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, the breathing, the reason that we, as we breath in, we're breathing in divine positive energy. Breathing in is spectacular. It's a revitalizing force. It is a frequency. Breathing in for the body. Centering the soul, the spirit, the God. Focusing. Balancing. Being at ease. Relaxed. Divine positive energy comes from source creation. The God. That which created us. Pure consciousness. What do you think created Prime Source Creator God? What do you think created Mother, Father God, feminine, masculine? Pure consciousness. So, it comes in through the God within us, and it is transmitted through the heart-mind, not the ego-mind. It goes through the heart-mind. It is a vibrational frequency. Allow life to flood you. Allow life to embrace you, to nurture you. Allow life in. Lots of us block it. We block life. I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm just going to sit here on this nail, on this porch. It's all right. It doesn't hurt bad anymore. I can tolerate it. This is what we do. No, I'm not going to do that. I've been there before. It wasn't pleasant. I'm not going to do it again. Oh, no, I was in that relationship. No, it was horrible. Nightmare. Not going to go there and protect myself. You see? Let it all in. Because really? Seriously? Who knows if within the next 30 seconds you will be in that body? Who knows? So we don't even think about that. We concentrate on embracing life enjoying life, helping, assisting others, loving ourselves, loving others, loving life. The highest value in the universe. Now, as we breath out, we're breathing out. Oh, because no, I'm not taking that wall down. I'm not going to do it. I know what I'm doing. No, I'm going to protect myself. Yep. And that's our choice. Not saying whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. It's just that's our choice. And so the ego mind keeps pulling you. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, keep protecting yourself. Got to protect yourself, Now, we have, as we literally operate in the heart mind, and as we embrace the gods that we are, and as we are the kingdom of God within us, each and every one of us, so the kingdom of God, the soul, the spirit, all one, all love, and being of the highest and deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the deepest of gratitudes. So we have others with us. Right now, we have the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of them. This is a civilization that vibrates at a higher frequency. As we continue to increase our frequencies due to our own choice and conscious awareness and direction, and being supreme reality, we will see them like we see each other right now. They do appear in humanoid form at times. We just have to be conscious enough and clear to understand that was not a Homo sapien or human. That was an angel. It's just like you being called a Homo sapien or a human, they're called angels. You see? And there are trillions of them. And they're the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and deepest of gratitudes. High frequency. And sometimes tens of thousands surround one of us in deep eternal love and adoration as we do them. Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, No Moria, Abundantia, Hell, Thoth, many, many, many more. They are with us. Of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and gratitudes. Many of them. Because in reality, guys, we're all ascended masters. All of us. Many of us have ascended out of body and physical form so many times. There's so many times that you just keep track of how many. Now, they have ascended out of body in God form. They hold God form. What is God form? Pure consciousness. What do? We ascend into body and we inhabit physical form, life in body, biological life. To experience, enjoy, all of it. That's the difference. We ascend and ascend and ascend and ascend as they do. And we learn, we experience, and we advance. We learn how how to increase our vibrational frequency to sustain ourselves in the higher dimensional existences. And we continue to go forward. We move forward and up. So we're all together. And we all join. We join and we form a circle, halo, around the equator of this planet Earth. Now, you don't see us, our physical form. It's just all light. That's a high vibrational frequency, pure consciousness, highest of deepest eternal love and gratitude. This light is so brilliant, it grays the darkness of space. And if we were to look upon it with our bare, our biological eyes, it would burn them out of their sockets. It is so bright. And it expands, it's continually expanding, exponentially. And so as we do this and form this arm in arm, hand in hand, we begin to elevate. As we form the circle, it creates a impenetrable high-frequency field of reflective lighting. It's gossamer. You can see through it. You can kind of see opaqueness and all of these brilliant colors of vibrational frequencies shimmering all around us, on us, in us, around, above us, below us, everywhere. And it reminds us, it is a visual through our heart mind, that we have emerald flaming green healing light, our power to heal. We have the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael, our power, our strength, our resolve. It reminds us of, these things remind us of who and what we are. The purple transmuting flame, the power to transmute all dark lower matter frequencies and all lower survival frequencies into neutralized substance and send it back to source creation. Violet ray reminds us that we can cleanse and purify the area of what we just transmuted out of white fire, our armor, highest of high, deep, eternal love, gratitude frequencies. Brilliant, covering us from head to toe, impenetrable. No dark matter frequencies can even come within 100 feet of it. The golden white pink light of source creation, pure consciousness, that which created Mother, Father, God, prime source creator God, all that there is. So, the only way is that if you open those doors by lowering your frequency, you invite all the dark matter frequencies in. It is your choice. Be protected eternally, or constantly worry if your frequencies are too low, which gives them too much attention and too much power. So to continually keep yourself into deep eternal love, gratitude, appreciation, and embracing life, every aspect of it. The deepest, deepest, deepest of gratitudes and deep eternal love. So as we begin to keep elevating ourselves, we step outside our body. And as we step outside our body, we float effortlessly. And we don't, as we're outside of our body, we don't take in oxygen. We don't need it. See? And so we just float. And we immediately call out to the other parts, the other source creation, the other parts of pure consciousness. All of the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest gratitudes can join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They're in full compassion and non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the Guga play googolplexes. One googolplex fills this entire universe. They come in the trillions of googolplexes from trillions of universes in all directions. Arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we're all one. We truly are. And we're all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of Agartha, inner earth, hollow earth, beneath earth, many, many, many civilizations. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light, in the highest of deepest gratitudes. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, benevolence, and tranquility. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. And we're all one. We're all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the galactics, off-worlders. Many, many, many civilizations. Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Syrians, many, many, many more. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest gratitude join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and they come in the billions. They have been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they are with us. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. We are of the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love, and we are all one. And we are all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. Call upon our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in the highest of deepest gratitudes. Join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, kindness, gentleness, humbleness, generosity, bliss, joy, peace, benevolence, and tranquility. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. Their gods with our gods with theirs. And we are all love. And we are all one. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest gratitudes can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, kindness, gentleness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, benevolence, and tranquility. Just to name a few. Fairies, sprites, elves, gnomes, dwarves, trees, elementals, earth, air, water, fire, mermaid, dolphin, whale, Pegasus, unicorn, centaur, minotaur, and many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions. Shapes, sizes, forms, configurations, and colors of which we've never seen before. And arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the deepest of eternal love. Their gods with our gods with theirs. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is in all that there is, all that there ever has been, all that there ever will be, ever, forever, and beyond. Lifting the very fabric of creation, accelerating all frequencies into the highest of highest frequencies. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We created this sphere over 2 years ago. It houses all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It saturates and floods all that there is in the highest of the deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest gratitude. It can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. You can feel it flood you, sense it, experience it. All those meditations, all in perpetual motion, all of the highest of deepest eternal love and deepest of gratitude, flooding you, your physical, your biological form, your God form, your etherical, head to toe, inside and out. Feel it. It is real. It is not a figment. And embrace life. Enjoy every aspect with the highest of deepest eternal gratitude every split second you're in that body. And the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. Every second that you're in that biological form. Now, we look down upon the planet, Earth Gaia, and we see all of our brothers and sisters, all life, everything on, in, above, and below. Magnificent life. Celebrating it. All of them are being flooded with our meditative sphere. It shimmers, it saturates, and it floods non-stop eternally. And we continually fill it more and more. And it keeps expanding and expanding. And eventually, all that will be in this universe will be the sphere. And inside that sphere will be absolute, pure consciousness. And the highest of deepest eternal love, the deepest of gratitude, and a complete celebration of life. The highest value in the universes. And they're flooding, and they're being saturated by all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And we're all one. We're all love. And remember that each of us are drops of the golden ocean. And each of us in that drop contains the essence of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. I'll join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. every single second. Now, you can't be told to do this. It must vibrate within you to really savor and embrace what we're doing in these bodies, what we're experiencing. There isn't any aspect of anything that we shouldn't feel absolutely blissful about, because it is a celebration that we made it into these bodies, that our gods were able to enter, and that we have all so much experience to continually embrace. Now watch what happens when you're able to sustain that frequency. It will turn around and embrace you eternally. We will have a time for change call Wednesday night at 9 p.m. We're going to be talking about some things that have not been discussed at all. I suggest you bring something to write with. We will also be back here March 3rd, 2020, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue the guided global meditation call.